On your way for Sunday afternoon baseball. It's the Colorado Rockies against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it happens here on 2K Sports.
A guy you like to have out there when you're looking for a W, Tim Lincecum. He is on the mound today. Defending their field today in downtown Pittsburgh are the Pirates. With Kruk and Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Hi, everybody. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. Here's a glance at Pittsburgh's starter. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
Well, pitching's the key to win any ball game, and with their quality right-hander on the mound today, that's going to be a key as well against this outstanding lineup. He's going to have to execute his pitches to get the outs.
The Rockies lineup looks like this. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Joey Votto, absolutely love the guy. Left-hand hitting first baseman, power to all fields. This guy can do a lot of things, but when they need him the most in the clutch, that's when he delivers.
It's Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead off. It was the Rockies taking away a win yesterday. Now find themselves on top 2-1 with a chance to take the series 3 out of 4 against Pittsburgh. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. And the Pirates in the field. Here's a look at their defense.
Well, for Hanley Ramirez, let's check out his numbers last season. 2nd in stolen bases, 7th in batting average, and of course he was in the top 10 in on-base percentage. Working the count. That's a big part of his game. Get a good hitter's count, and if they don't want to give you a strike, take the walk.
Oh! Fastball misses away. 1-0. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. Here's a look at the league leaders at the plate last season, brought to you by State Farm.
All these guys have a similar trait, that ability to put the good part of the bat on the ball and make solid contact on a consistent basis. And they're willing to hit from line to line, not just being pull hitters. Puts a little pressure on the defense and on the pitcher right now. Speed at first base, tie game. You've got to hold them close, but you can't be distracted. You still have to go after the hitter.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
In 2009, the Rockies feasted on the National League Central. They didn't have quite as much success in 2010. They wished they had, because it could have gotten them to the playoffs.
0-1 fastball and a called strike. The mark the Rockies had against the Central is only a game above 500 at 21-20. You extend that by a half dozen games the other way.
When you look back to 2009, they went 31-11 against the National League Central. If they hadn't even come close to that, they would have run away with the West.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout. With 2 down, it'll be Carlos Gonzalez. And in this matchup, lifetime 375 off the Pirates. The pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
He just rears back and throws this one with a little something extra on it. No chance of putting it in play.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
Tough spot for the hitter right here. Down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. The 1-2 on its way. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throw in time. Forces him at second for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. So the first chance for the Pirates coming right up. And we've got Tim Lincecum out on the mound. He'll be starting this one for Colorado. Well, Steve, how's he going to handle these Pittsburgh bats he faces today?
You better get Tim Lincecum early in the count with the fastball, because when he goes to that changeup, he's unhittable. It looks like a fastball coming out of his hand, and it just drops off the table.
Lincecum with the delivery. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
Fouled off. And he fouls off another one.
But when a pitcher throws a pitch out there 0-2, you're expecting him to get a ground out or a strikeout. But this guy just reaches out, puts it in play, a defensive swing to keep this thing going.
One-two pitch coming. Swung on and ripped towards second. And that's in plenty of time for the out. Right now we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Pirates.
Okay, this is what I call a circular lineup. Stars really throughout the lineup. They're all the same. They hit for average, hit for power, drive-in runs. Really star-studded throughout.
Take a moment here to show you how the Rockies will stack up on defense. So, John, any individual standout?
Well, Joey Votto came into his own as a hitter, and now he's starting to come into his own as a defender. Great glove work around the base, good athleticism, not afraid to throw the baseball to him. When you're a first baseman, you can make throws. That's just an asset to your team.
One out, nobody on. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
You start to figure out what went wrong in 2010 and the past few years for this team. When you look at the numbers and they kind of jump out at you, you're the bottom in pitching and in offense, not the winning formula.
On the way. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Pirates have regrouped and then regrouped and then regrouped, Steve, but the numbers still saying there's not enough.
18 consecutive losing seasons for this franchise. They have some exciting individual players, but they can't come together as a team. And when your top three innings eaters all have ERAs around 5, it's going to be tough to win.
Low for a ball, and it's suddenly 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
And he can't pull the trigger there, and it's a full 3-2 count.
Well, he's got a good four-seam fastball with good riding action to it, but he finds the heart of the plate here. Unfortunately for the hitter, he didn't swing.
And it's fouled away.
Foul ball!
And here's the 3-2. Started to go around. It's a called strike 3, 2 down.
Well, with 2 strikes on the hitter, he went with the heat. I tell you what, a fastball in the low 90s, still very, very effective.
And here's Willie Stargell. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. Two outs and nobody on. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ball. Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. A line drive towards short. And it gets down. The streak is on. Yeah, with 2 down, now you've got a man on board. We hope you'll tune in this Tuesday. Going to be Chase Utley and the Philadelphia Phillies. They make the trip to Washington to face the Nationals. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. Runner on first, 2 away.
Ball.
That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Ready with a 1-0. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Sometimes when the pitch comes out of a pitcher's hand, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to lay off and wait for the next one. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Good decision.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Nothing done for either side thus far here in Pittsburgh. Middle of the lineup coming along. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krunk bringing you Major League Baseball. You're on 2K Sports. And it's Brian McCann. Last year, not so good. 3 hits, 17 ABs off the Pirates on the road. And leading off the second inning, we've got a 1-0 count.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
One on the way. Can't make contact on that fastball. 1-2.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Brian McCann isn't fooled by that one. The count is even. That one swung on, it's lined, and that'll put McCann on at first.
And a brief look here at the Rockies and how they ranked in the National League last season. He was first in triples, second in slugging percentage, and as a team, they can put the ball in play, ranked third overall in batting average, really showing that ability and the depth of that lineup to hit for a high average.
Harper is up now. Runner on first base, nobody out. Here's the delivery. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting his spots and with great velocity.
The pitch. Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1. Swing and a shot down the left field line. It rolls all the way to the wall. Time to capitalize for Colorado right now.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
Two men in scoring position, still no one out. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Here's the delivery. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. One away. And McCann's on his way home. And McCann comes in to score.
He's an RBI machine, no question about it. And productive outs. He has the right approach with a runner on third base.
Chance to drive in a run for Pablo Sandoval. Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Gary, we just saw quality at bat right there. He got the job done. When he got his pitch, he knew what to do with it, and he delivered.
One out, a runner on at second base. He deals. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. As Ralph Kiner, our old buddy, used to say, you know, good at bats is one where you get production, and that's what they got right there.
Yeah, but he's also the guy who said you can't win the game unless you take the lead.
Here's the pitch. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Swing and a hot shot. And that looks like an RBI and a single. This a great situation for some offense. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Runners at first and third, one away. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Well, the most underrated player in baseball, Dan Uggla's established himself as one of the best second basemen in baseball with the power that he has. He led the Marlins in home runs and RBIs in 2010.
And it's 0-2. Uggla, he'll be swinging anything close. And as John was talking about with Uggla, the career numbers, 105 RBIs. 33 home runs, both career highs.
How about the fact that he's the only second baseman in the history of the game to have 4 seasons of 30 or more home runs, and he's done it in 4 consecutive seasons.
Here it comes. And Dan Uggla swings right through it. Strike 3.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Cam. You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And it's Hanley Ramirez at the plate. Last year, just 1 for 11 off the Pirates on the road. Runners at first and third with 2 away. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now that he's gotten the 4-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Here's the pitch. Ramirez will foul that one away. Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. All right, first run of the game. It comes here in the second. Colorado has the lead, 1-0. And for those of you catching up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Ball! Lincecum, too far outside. That's a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Fastball low, 2-0. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss as his eyes lit up on that pitch, but a 2-1 count. Lays off the fastball low for ball 3.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
Called strike on the outside corner, full 3-2.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And that's through a base hit.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Rockies. They'll wrap up this series with Pittsburgh today. After that, they meet up with David Wright, road series against the Mets. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That is a 4-game road series. Then they bring in a team that matches up tough against them, the Chicago Cubs. A runner on first, no outs. Call strike from Lincecum, and the count is now 0-1.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. 4-seam fastball. That hurts.
On the way. Popped into foul territory down the left side. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. That's one away.
In a brief look here at the Pirates and how they ranked in the National League last season. 10th in doubles, 10th in stolen bases. And the triples numbers, well, they weren't quite what the numbers you'd want for a team. And it really shows the fact they didn't have the kind of speed necessary to take that extra base.
And Wagner's batting.
Well, guys, Tim Lincecum didn't win his 3rd consecutive Cy Young, but most pitchers would love to have a 16-10 record like the Freak did in 2010.
Gary, they're going to have to give him the green light at first base. He has good speed. They're down by a run. He's got to get in scoring position.
Otto over there. He'll have to stay tight. And Lincecum out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. Lincecum finished up with a 3.43 last year. Struck out 231. I don't think there's a hitter in the game, Steve, that wants to face him.
I think the one thing to remember, the month of August, he lost 5 straight games, but he was able to put things back together in September, and I wasn't sure he was going to be able to do that. His mechanics got out of sync, he lost velocity, but he found new life. Conditioning going to be important his offseason. That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour.
In the box now, their rookie DH. 2 outs and a man on first. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike.
Well, it's all about changing speeds, hitting your spots as a pitcher. That curveball down and away, nobody's going to touch that.
Oh, he takes off for second. Ball 1. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. The 1-1. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a rocket toward short. That looks like a single. Fantastic chance here.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Trainer is batting. 2 men on, 2 men out. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. That'll do it as they put that one away. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Pittsburgh still looking for that offense. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Here's Andrew McCutchen at the plate. Last year, he put the numbers up 309 against the Pirates here at PNC Park.
Strike one.
Spotted by Kendall. Just off the inside edge, 2-1.
Well, a little message pitch right there, up and in the strike zone. And I think this hitter will think twice about diving out over the plate after that pitch.
The 2-1 pitch. Here's the pitch. And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
And a big pitch to McCutchen. That is hit foul by McCutchen. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Here's the four-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
And it's Joey Votto at the plate. 1 away.
And as great a season as Joey Votto had during the regular season in 2010, he has to feel like he could have done a lot more in the postseason. Perhaps 2011, he'll get that opportunity.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. One of the things that happen when you Joey Votto having a great year, pitchers don't want to throw to you. He was only 1 for 10. 3 games and an RBI in the postseason.
You know, I think what happens is you get in the playoffs, everybody tries a little bit harder rather than just keep doing what you've been doing all season long. That's just about maturity. They'll be better next time around, and certainly Votto will as well.
He looks at that fastball. Called strike. 2-1. He hit .333 last year against the Pirates here in Pittsburgh. Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. Deep left center. The catch is made. State Farm leaderboard. We recap the league leaders in extra base hits last year. Number 1, Albert Pujols. Second is Carlos Gonzalez. In the 3rd spot, Joey Votto. Matt Holliday 4th. And 5th best, Corey Hart. It's Carlos Gonzalez. He trails his team's leader in RBIs right now. Two outs, bases empty. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Fastball low. 2-0. He batted .448 last year against the Pirates. The 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3.
With 3 balls, Carlos Gonzalez got himself a chance here to drive the baseball.
Well, you fall behind 3-0, and this is when the pitcher has to be careful. He just can't throw a cookie in there and expect the hitter to take it.
And he takes that one and misses for ball 4.
Off the plate outside, he's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone.
And that'll bring up Brian McCann.
Let's take a peek back to last season for Carlos Gonzalez. Here's how he ranked. 1st in batting average, 1st in hits, and he was 2nd in triples. That ability to think 3 out of the batter's box. When he hit the ball in the gap, he was hustling all the way, and the third base coach waved him around.
Gonzalez leading off first. Here's the pitch to McCann. McCann makes contact, fouls it off. Here's the pitch. Brian McCann isn't fooled by that one. The count is even. In his career, 269 off Pittsburgh. The pitch. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Oh, there goes Gonzalez. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Rockies 1, Pittsburgh nothing. A crisp day here at the ball yard. Temperatures might be dropping a bit later on towards the evening. Called strike from Lincecum, and the count is now 0-1. Curveball taken for a strike, and the count's 0-2.
Well, this pitch has such big break on it, just catches the corner.
Swing sends this one on the line to right center. So Kendall is retired. One away. Clark settling in. He bounced out his last time. Base is empty with one away.
Ball.
Lincecum too far outside. That's a ball. And that catches the outer half for a strike.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slider in there and gets him looking 2 down. Well, there's some great pitching right there, John. Only 4 to put him away.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. Anytime you can preserve your pitch count and get a quick out by a ground out or a fly ball to get it done most efficiently. But when you need a K, it's there.
Two outs and nobody on. The pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a shot to third. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy at first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
Stargell into the batter's box. Two outs and a man on first. And the first pitch. And Lincecum no luck with that pitch upstairs.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 1-0 now. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and it came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0. Fastball, that's over for a strike. 3-1.
Well, he gets the strike, and it was just a get-me-over pitch right there. He better not throw that same pitch on 3-1, though.
A shot up the middle, and he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. Gonna try to make it home here, and he's in there.
Now, pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitches are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. Up again now, the number 5 spot. Well, this offense showing they are definitely able to get back into a ball game.
Gary, that was a great piece of hitting right there. Allowed them to pull it even here early in the game. Nice response.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. He watches the first pitch. That ends up in the zone. Strike 1. And you get a feeling early on this ball game is up for grabs. This could be anybody's.
Well, it's certainly going to be a battle. I don't think there's any question about that. You have to keep it close, especially with this guy on the mound. That's why this at-bat is critical.
Here's the delivery. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2.
He has great movement on his two-seam fastball to both sides of the plate. That shows he's getting good extension out in front of his body.
He delivers. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. Now Pittsburgh, here's a fantastic chance.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Clement up at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. Two down. Runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. That one's drilled to short. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So Tim Lincecum heads for the dugout. The offense gets on the board against him in the third. And next it'll be the Rockies getting it going. And it's Brian McCann in the box now. Singled and scored his last time around. And the first pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. Last year, not so good. 3 hits, 17 ABs off the Pirates. And that's right down Broadway. 0-2 now.
Well, the pitcher gets away with one right here. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Batter just let it go by.
McCann makes contact, fouls it off. Now Kendall spots the pitch. And that one swung out and missed by Brian McCann.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Still early on, a look at what the Pirates have coming up. This Colorado series ends today. Nothing scheduled for them tomorrow. They'll kick off a series with the division rival Milwaukee Brewers. That's a 3-game series. After that, they'll meet a fellow National League Central club, the Reds, at Great American Ballpark. One out, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. On the way. Hit hard to second. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. The Brewers second. Third, the D-backs. The Rockies fourth. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now. Keeps it down that time. 0-2.
All the pressure on the hitter right now. He knows that he has to protect the plate in order not to strike out.
And this is popped up on the left side. Good effort there, but he couldn't get into position to make that play. The pitch.
Foul!
And that's another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough 0-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Let's see if he can make the pitcher make a mistake.
Foul ball behind home plate. The 1-2 on its way. Pedro Alvarez is going to let that one go by to even the count.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
And that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full, 3-2.
On a two-seam fastball down to the way, trying to get the hitter to roll his hands over to get the ground ball. He just laid off, though.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Tie ball game here in Pittsburgh. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. First pitch on the way. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. That ends up foul. Lincecum with the delivery. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
Ball.
Yow, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Got him. One away.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
It was not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at bat starts with good swings, and bad at bats end with bad swings. I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
Nobody on base. One away.
Ball.
Slider just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
That's over for a strike. 2-1.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there.
2-1 pitch. And he misses high. That'll run the count to 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
A line drive toward short. And it's caught by Ramirez. Trainer at the plate. Flew out last time. Base is empty with 2 outs. And Lincecum can't get him to swing at the low pitch. The pitch, and that's off the plate, away, ball 2. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Fastball. He's taking all the way. 3-1.
He takes that strike to go to 3-1, but still a hitter's count, looking for a cripple pitch right here.
That's in there to make it 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. It's fouled away.
Foul!
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. And there's McCann for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Still tied up here in Pittsburgh. And it's Pablo Sandoval to lead us off. Last year, 3 for 13 off the Pirates in Pittsburgh. First pitch on the way to Sandoval. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
You saw their last game. You saw what a big part of their offense he was, contributing with 3 base hits.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pablo Sandoval not making contact. Count is now even. One pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's one away. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. The Phillies in 2nd. The Rockies 3rd. 4th, the Brewers. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
One out, nobody on. He deals. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
And guys, when you take a look at Dan Uggla, there's really not one thing in his game that you look at and you say, wow. He doesn't have the great speed. He doesn't have the 40 home run power, but a consistent home run hitter and a consistent RBI guy. What more can you ask from a middle infielder?
Liner towards the hole. And he's safe in there at first. So that brings up Hanley Ramirez. And with Uggla, the 27 home runs were in his first year, and since then he's upped it. Over 30 every year since then, John.
Well, you know what? I think John's right that there's nothing that wows you except when you start to think about the position that he plays. I mean, Dan Uggla at second base putting up that kind of power production is really unheard of in the game.
Runner at first with one down. And Ramirez settles, hit up the middle. That's one out. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
That's a huge out right there. You think maybe you're not going to get to it, but he's able to make a tremendous play on it, Gary.
Time to take a look at who led the league in slugging percentage last season. State Farm brings it to you.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
Get the new count on McCutcheon. Here it comes. Lays off that one. Outside edge, and it's a strike. Hit in the dirt. Number 5. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Tie ball game here in Pittsburgh. And Kendall's in the box. The first pitch. Call strike from Lincecum, and the count is now 0-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
There's a swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2. He can go in so many different directions.
And McCann's calling for the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaker. One down.
We're going to take a look at the 12-6 curveball on the K-Cam.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Clark is the batter. Got looking last time. Base is empty, one out. Lincecum with the delivery. Swing and a line drive. And it's caught by Ugla.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
Base is empty and 2 down. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike. Here's the delivery. Fastball misses low that time. 1-1.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. The 2-2. And it goes foul. And another foul ball.
Well, all you want when this at-bat gets extended is to find a pitch that you can hit. That curveball right there, not a very good hitter's pitch. So you foul it off and stay alive till hopefully he makes a mistake.
Payoff pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
Well, this sort of at-bat right here, when you give up a hit after that many pitches, this is one of these things that could really rattle the pitcher. You have to be careful as a pitching coach. You don't let this inning get out of hand.
And here's Willie Stargell. He gets runs across National League's top 5 leaderboard. Two outs and a man on first. Here's the pitch. Line towards third and foul. Lined right at the second baseman. And Uggla's there to retire the side. It's a good inning from Tim Lincecum. He's waging an impressive pitching duel today. And next it'll be the Rockies getting it going. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Joey Votto now. He's a slugger. He's on that list of the top 5 in homers. And leading off the 6th inning, we start it with a 1-0 count. Votto fouls it away. Here's the pitch. And he watches that one sail high. Ball 2. 367, high number over his career off the Pirates. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's one pop foul to short right. Votto fouls off another.
Well, this is one of these epic battles that you just love to see. A pitcher who's not giving in, not throwing anything over the center of the plate, and a hitter who's worked the count even, fouling a tough pitch off to stay alive.
Full count pitch. Pitcher loses that battle. Could be costly. That's a leadoff walk.
Well, he couldn't get the hitter to expand his strike zone. Good patience at the plate turned into a base on balls.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
And that'll bring Carlos Gonzalez up.
Now, Gary, you don't want to do this in this kind of a situation and put a walk on base with a guy who's the go-ahead run in the game. That's a mistake.
First pitch, and he misses the fastball, strike 1. And what he's done here in this situation with the walk coming where it did, Steve, is really give the offense a lot of options.
Well, as a pitcher, you can't try to miss bats. Go at them, throw strikes, make them put it in play, let the defense work.
That first pitch was fouled off. It's 0-1. Gonzalez grounds it. He picks it up to second for 1. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play, not quite enough time to get him. With the runner on, Brian McCann batting. Here's the pitch to McCann. This is a swing, hit in the air. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead.
Well, the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
Harper is the batter. Steve, I think from a manager's perspective, he's got to be all smiles over there with this offense producing at this point of the game.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game as they've now taken the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Right now it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. And the first pitch was a strike. Got them at 0-1 right now.
Now, Gary, as you were saying, that was one of those situations where they had the opportunity and they capitalized. And this offense does look like it's heating up. Let's see if they can keep it going here.
Strike 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
A good four-seam fastball right there. You have to know yourself. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Better off to take it.
The 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Fastball in there. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Well, that battle right there goes to the pitcher. big strikeout late in the game in a high drama situation.
Only took 5 pitches to put him away, leaving a scoring opportunity on the field.
Well, the last thing you want to do is you come in the game, late in the game, you want to give up runs, and he kept that guy from scoring.
Man on third, 2 down. On the way. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
The location and velocity are critical in throwing the fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here, and it's a take pitch.
Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2. Hit on the ground. Up with it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they score a run, 1 hit, and leave a man on. The Rockies have gained the upper hand here. Now their rookie center fielder. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a liner. And that gets the tying run on board.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and he took advantage of it.
Runner on first. And the first pitch. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. Here's the pitch. Slider waved at, missed, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And it's going to be McCutchen as he just strolls over for that out. And Wagner's batting. Struck out swinging his last time up. One out, man on first. Now the first pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. And he's got it now. Ramirez for 1 and 2. They got both of them that time. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Rockies still protecting this lead. Sandoval at the plate, hitting at .344 lifetime against the Pirates. Number 98 coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher as they make the pitching swap. Fastball is high, 1-0.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Pablo Sandoval not making contact. Count is now even.
He says, I'm going to go at him, but I'm going to go at him away so that I can't get hurt. He just runs that fastball by him.
Hit in the air to center field. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
That's about as easy as it gets. He could have caught that one in his back pocket.
1 away. Here's Dan Uggla. He had a single in his last time up. First pitch to Ugla. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. He likes the numbers here. 7 for 14 last year against the Pirates here in Pittsburgh. This is right there for his strike. 1-1.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him anything.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And Kendall setting his target.
You're out.
And Dan Ugla will strike out. No contact on that one.
Oh, Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in. That makes it real tough on the hitter.
Now State Farm takes a look at who had the most triples last year. Number 1, Jose Reyes. Second is Carlos Gonzalez. Third, Matt Kemp. Fourth spot held by Ryan Howard. And sitting number 5, Brandon Phillips.
Well, a couple of speed demons in this game, Gary, and 2 of the top guys last year in hitting triples. And I tell you what, anyone who's hit a triple knows how difficult it is to get, especially with the speed and the throwing arms of outfielders in baseball these days. But these 2 are 2 of the best at it that we'll see in baseball.
And it's a called strike to Ramirez. Last year, just 1 for 11 off the Pirates. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a line drive. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game on his 4th plate appearance.
Well, for Hanley Ramirez, let's check out his numbers last season. 2nd in stolen bases, 7th in batting average, and of course he was in the top 10 in on-base percentage. Working the count. That's a big part of his game. Get a good hitter's count, and if they don't want to give you a strike, take the walk.
And the opportunity is there for Andrew McCutchen. Runner on first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1.
It's important to get that first strike. Now the pitcher in the catbird seat.
And here's the pitch. That is hit foul by McCutchen. Here's Ramirez stealing. And he's in there at second base. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Wasn't very far off the bag, so he gets back easily. Smash towards the hole. State Farm brings you a look at the stolen base leaders last year.
You can never underestimate the value of speed on the game. It's not only taking the extra base, but it's also the pressure it puts on the defense to force them to quickly make a play. Joey Votto, I tell you what, he really likes these sorts of situations, Gary. In his young career, he's gotten some big hits.
He hit .310, great number last year against the Pirates. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Votto gets set. Here's the pitch. Fastball too low. 1-0.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Here's the 1-0. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. You watch that fastball that was in there.
That's a good four-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
The 1-1. Swinging a liner to left. And that's out number 3. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Stretch time here in Pittsburgh. Up again their DH. He'll start the home half of the 7th. And here's the first one. Nope, that one not in there. Lincecum missing.
Down by 1, nobody out here in the 7th inning. You want to try to get somebody on base and get a little bit of rally, because within 1, you want to be able to time it and maybe take the lead. So play for a big inning right here.
Swung on, and it's hit. This one towards Gonzalez. They take care of that one. Trainer at the plate now. Popped out. Foul ground last time around. Base is empty with 1 away. And the first pitch. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike.
No, Gary's still dealing with that 1-run differential. 1 out here in the 7th inning. And again, I think it's about making plays right now. And offensively, force the issue. Get somebody on base and put the pressure on the pitcher.
Low for a ball, 1-1. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch, as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Fastball got him, 2 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And Kendall's in the box. 0 for 2 thus far. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. Ball. Lincecum, too far outside. That's a ball.
With 2 outs here in the 7th inning, you need to make a play behind your pitcher. He's going to pitch to contact. Somebody's got to step up, make the play, get the out, and then get back in there and see if he can score some runs and add on to your lead.
Low for a ball, and it's 2-0. Here it comes. Swing and a line to left. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, they get a man on here with 2 outs, and now a double in the gap can tie this game.
Clark settles in, lined out last time up. Clark gets a shot here. 0 for 3 to this point. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch to him. Ball. And Hamill's pitch misses inside.
Well, he fooled him right there with that changeup, but give the hitter credit to lay off of that pitch just inside.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there. 1-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Gonzalez. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Rockies still protecting this lead. And Carlos Gonzalez to lead it off. And the first pitch. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's behind on the count, 0-2.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of
it. It's hit foul by Gonzalez.
Foul! Ball.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 on its way. Hit in the air. And it falls in there. That's going to be a single.
I'm going to take a peek back to last season for Carlos Gonzalez. Here's how he ranked. First in batting average, first in hits, and he was second in triples. That ability to think three out of the batter's box. When he hit the ball in the gap, he was hustling all the way, and the third base coach waved him around.
Gonzalez leading off first. Oh, and there goes Gonzalez. And he is out trying to take second. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot. He had a quick release to gun down the runner.
The pitch. Brian McCann isn't fooled by that one. The count is even.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Here's the pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a liner to left. That's the second out. Harper in the batter's box. Took a called third strike in his last time up. Two outs, bases empty. And here's the first one. Fastball just misses. 1-0. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
That's a great pitch right here. Pounding the strike zone, going up and away. A pitch he could catch up with.
Here's the 1-1. And this one's up the middle. Wagner throws to first. Side is retired. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Colorado 2, Pittsburgh 1. Six slide up at the plate again. 2 for 3 thus far. Hamill sets and throws. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, you go to the 8th inning right here, and obviously the game getting much shorter here. 2 innings left in this one, and you've got the 1-run lead. But you have to go out there and try to get something going and force them to put the ball in play. Do not give free passes. Do not let them get on base easily.
Ball one.
Tried to get him to bite, but he lays off outside. 1-2.
We started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
Swing, and that's going to be hit behind the plate. One-two pitch coming. Looked like a cutter, but he lays off. 2-2. Drilled towards third, and Sandoval with the catch. Stargell into the batter's box.
Well, after a great 2008 postseason to help the Phillies win the World Series, Cole Hamels admittedly said that he didn't train as hard as he should. Well, 2010, he went back to work and had an unbelievable year with the career best ERA of just over 3.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. Lined hard down the left field line. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. And certainly for Cole Hamels, guys, the highlight of the season had to be that complete game shutout. He had a 5-hitter against the Reds, allowing the Phillies to sweep that series, Steve.
I think last year a real credit to him to bounce back and acknowledge that maybe he hadn't done enough in the past. He was committed and focused, and I think being around Roy Halladay and Roy Oswalt made him a better pitcher as well. They're going to have to keep close tabs on that runner at second base. The pitcher's going to have to make him stop in his lead.
Smash towards the middle. Picked up by Ugla. In time for the out.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring. The fans are buzzing with anticipation. They understand this is a turning point in the game.
Last time up, flew out. Two outs and a runner on third. Here's the first pitch. Ball. And Hamels throws one outside for a ball.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
He deals. Ooh, that looked pretty good, but he falls behind. 2-0. Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Comes set. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt. Well, that's one way to get a base runner. They get one there on ball 4.
First base was open, so I think the pitcher really didn't feel any pressure to have to throw something over the plate and get burned. He'll go after the next guy. That's just batter versus pitcher right now, Gary. For a free pass to put the go-ahead run on first base, that's a mistake no matter what inning it is.
Two men on, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And it gets down. And he scores, and we are tied. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. Whoa, it is happening now. It may be a little late, but then again, they've got momentum, Steve.
We just saw right there, Gary, is a guy getting it done in the clutch. That's a prime example of big-time hitting.
Going to be a great ball game. We've sensed it coming, and now we've got ourselves back to a tie. 2 men on and 2 men out. First pitch. And it's 0-1. Chapman gets him looking.
Working ahead in the count in key situations is critical for a pitcher. That first pitch strike could go a long way to getting this guy out.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
The pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets through for a base hit. Now here comes a runner to the plate. And he comes in to score, and they have snatched that lead. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy. That's a really good pitch, Steve, and an 0-2 offering to keep that down and in.
That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. At this point, you've got to tip your hat to the batter. That's a solid job.
Trainer is the batter now. Yeah, Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late.
Well, they need it that way.
Line shot into center field. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. And he scored.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Two down. Runners at first and second. And here's the first one. And it's 0-1. Chapman gets him looking. Ball. Slider misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
The pitch. A smash between short and third.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
Clark in the batter's box. And I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
A base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
Two outs, bases loaded. The first pitch. It's fouled off. Here's the delivery. 0-1 is a slider for a called strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Ring him up, strike 3. But boy, what a solid offensive inning that was. They strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. Pittsburgh's got the lead. And Pedro Alvarez is our leadoff batter. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Number 26 is going to come on and pitch now. He's been chosen to take over out there. And that one's going to be outside. Ball 1.
Nobody out here in the ninth. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get somebody on and bring the tying run to the plate. That's absolutely critical because that will put pressure on the pitcher.
1-0 on the way. The 1-1. Missed with the fastball outside. 2-1. Two 1 on the way. Here's the pitch. He lets that fastball go by. Called strike 3-2.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball in the outside corner.
The 3-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Retiring Alvarez. That's one down.
Now, one out here in the ninth inning, they still need two, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
One out, bases empty. And here's the first one. First pitch way out of the zone, ball one. Looking at the numbers last year, 269 against the Pirates.
Right.
1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1.
Now that he's elevated his eyes looking for that high fastball, let's see if he goes back down in the zone.
The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left center. That's the second out of the inning.
Their hope is dwindling right now. Down by 2, 1 out left to play with, and they're going to have to try to come up with some big hits right here to try to win this one, Gary.
Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch to Ugla. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Lifetime, he's got a 285 average off Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Ugla, he'll be swinging. Anything close. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Now, Pittsburgh hitting on all cylinders today, Gary. A lot of things going right, able to pull out a very good ball game.
And it's time to present the Player of the Game award.
You know, sometimes you work so hard to get through the middle of the order that when the bottom of the order comes up, you kind of ease up a little bit, and that's what happened in this game today. He overlooked the fact that the number 7 hitter can really put the ball in play, and when he did, he got a big hit for his team. That's why he's our Player of the Game.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.